So oftentimes we think the process of upgrading or replacing our thoughts and beliefs has to be like a hard and long and arduous and really intense process. When in reality there are things that we can do to highly leverage our time and make this whole process a lot easier and much more effective to do. So basically we're going to look at three things first. Number one, let's look at this phenomena of just how we get sort of songs stuck in our head all the time without even really thinking about it or intending it or trying to do it. It's just sort of an unconscious, automatic process that happens. So there's that. And number two, let's take a look at all the time we sort of spend commuting or just sitting there idly, like listening to music, sort of trying to pass time. Number three, let's look at how when we're doing these tasks, we usually sort of kind of space out, or people have this phenomenon all the time when they're driving or commuting. They're like, oh wait, how did I get here? Like, is this the exit? Like, what happened to all these like exits I just went through, or I just went through 8 stoplights and I don't remember any of them? So what that's indicating is that our mind is going into a more, maybe an alpha state, more relaxed, more receptive state. So we have these three things, so how can we leverage them to make the process of upgrading and changing our thoughts and beliefs much more easily and effective? How can we do this much more easily and have the process work much more effectively? So it really doesn't require much work or effort. It's basically just this simple thing. Take all of that music that we were listening to, or talk radio, or whatever it was. In most cases, not really that empowering or uplifting. Take that and just set it aside, and instead replace it with subliminal audios that include positive affirmations or beliefs or thoughts, etc. Meditation tracks, hypnosis audios, self-help audios, audio courses, audio books, etc. Essentially, all of these things will be chosen consciously by you to help you achieve certain ends and goals that you're trying to work towards. And basically what that's going to do is take those three phenomena that we just talked about and highly leverage them and take advantage of them so that you can get the maximum reward for that time you're already spending. No, you don't have to work super hard and take in all these rigid disciplines and commit 7 hours a day to doing this or that. No, you can just take what you're already doing and replace and upgrade it and just take advantage of that time much more, high leverage. And this is something, again, that's worked for me, and I use it a lot in the past. Basically, my story is that there was a time in my life where I was commuting 40 to 60 minutes a day, 20, 30 minutes there, 20, 30 minutes back to work, etc., like 5 or 6 days a week. So if you think about that, that's 5 to 6 hours a week. That's 20 plus hours a month, 240 hours a year. That's if you have a 30-minute meditation or 30-minute audio thing, that's like 440 times you could be doing that per year. And it doesn't require any extra time, work, or effort, or energy. You're already doing it. If that's an audio book, think about how many audiobooks that could be. Think about how many audio courses. Think about how much positive information and beliefs you could have implanted into your mind, which at the end of the year will put you in a totally different place than if you're just driving along listening to like Kanye West or like talk radio or whatever. Not that there's anything wrong with those things, because it's great, it's entertainment, but in many ways it's not that nourishing. It's sort of like fast food or snack food versus like a real like whole food, actual nutritious meal. Both are okay and like kind of have their place, but it's kind of like over the long term, we sort of have to step back and reverse engineer and say, okay, where do I want to end up, at the end of this week, this month, this year, etc. Because, small things add up over time. You think, oh, it's just 30 minutes a day, it's really not that big of a deal. But it becomes a big deal, because what is a year? A year is months, which is weeks, which are days. What is a lifetime? All of those things broken down into days. So the small things add up and leverage over time. So what we're doing here is just taking all of these things and leveraging it so you can then change, upgrade, and replace your thoughts and beliefs a lot more easily and effectively. Thus, hopefully achieve the goal that you're trying to achieve, and thus be happier, have a better life, improve the lives of the people around you, etc. So that's a really simple thing. I encourage you, I almost urge you to do it, because it's so simple and easy. It's kind of like, why would you not do it? Is the better question.